Oh, last thing I want to talk about Pat Bev. Pat Bev doesn't understand why he keeps getting calls and texts asking if he's okay in Israel. I'm waking up in paradise every day, he says.
Israel. Obviously, you know, I wake up, I get phone calls, I get text messages. Pat, you okay? You okay? You okay? I'm waking up in paradise every day. Every day. The sun is pink when it sets. The city of Tel Aviv, they're giving me private beaches to go to after practice. I sit on the beach for 6-7 hours a day. I'm standing in this big ass, like huge mansion, villa. Probably one of the best places I ever played basketball. No cap.
It's a beautiful place.
Words can't describe it.
Wow.
Words can't describe it. You honestly have to be here to understand. Like the sunset, the people, the food is great. The water is spectacular. It's 90 degrees every day. The water.
It's not a psyop, dog. He's right. Obviously, shit is fucking sweet inside of Israel. What do you mean? Zone of interest, dog. Zone of interest. Yeah, they're having a fucking great time inside of the fucking boundaries of Israel when they're also actively conducting a fucking genocide in Gaza. And now also in the West Bank too.
Waters is a cool 78 warm. Like, I mean, Ron, I can't make none of this up, bro. Me coming from the NBA, the city loves the shit out of me. Tel Aviv has been phenomenal. Paradise.
This is actually a very illustrative example of how this is a genocide and not a war. Israelis get to live in paradise, and Pat Bev gets to live in a mansion villa playing basketball 45 miles from a concentration camp where Israel's killed 386,000 Palestinians. Okay, I don't know about the number there, but drop it. Former Purdue Pharma board member wants me to drop a discussion of a genocide. I shouldn't be surprised. It seems one mass murderer loves the others. Oh my God. Fucking cooked his asshole, dude. Yeah, Pat Bev needs to be fucking photoshopped into this photo. Anyway, what is this take on Pat Bev?
Patrick Beverley went on his podcast to talk about playing professional basketball in Israel, and he says that he doesn't understand why people are texting him and calling him, checking to make sure he's okay, to make sure that he's safe. He doesn't understand why people think he might be in danger because he's waking up in paradise every day. And I think this is a great illustration of how the
Asmongold if he was a leftist. Jokic Joe Star.
media's framing of the conflict in Gaza affects people's perception and skews it away from the reality of what's really happening. The reason you're getting all of these messages making sure you're safe and okay, Patrick Beverley, is because the people sending them think you live in a dangerous place, a place that is engaged in a war that's equally dangerous for both sides. And the fact that these people's perception differs so vastly from the reality that you are experiencing firsthand is a direct intentional result of the way that the media has covered and talked about the events in the region over the past year or whatever. People thinking Israel is a dangerous place is an important part in justifying the atrocities that they are committing to the general public as self-defense. And you are now involved in that cycle as well.
I mean,
if you are using a
fucking fire, dude. Absolute banger of a take.
I feel like
Wait, how the
Patrick
fuck do I get
Beverley-
back? Oh, here it is. I gotta hit that like, dude. Why does anyone care about what Pat Bev has to say about anything? He's utterly irrelevant. What are you talking about, dude? It's like extra funny to shit on Pat Bev. It's his year, man. Okay, this might be your year. Okay, but it's Patrick Beverley time going forward from here on out. Okay, it's his year, dude. It's his year. The next 5 are his. Okay, including in Israel. You know what I mean? People are asking him if he's okay because there's no play-in tournament for him to win in Israel. Lol. Anyway, he is an NBA player, former NBA player, who now plays in Israel. Of course, people are going to shit on him. It's like double hate, okay? It's a great opportunity for people to fucking shit on Pat Bev. And also simultaneously, Pat Bev thought Iron Dome means solid head. Stop. Think the podcast was such a funny take. Pat Bev's Israel debut, 3 points. 1 at 12 field goals, 0 out of 4 3-pointers, 4 turnovers. Stick the podcast. It's his year, man. Put him on the front line of battle. 1 out of 12 shooting is the worst case of terrorism that region has ever seen. Israel is not fine. It's just a Gush Dan area. Just look at the north of occupied Palestine. The fucking settlers are fleeing. The towns are in ruins. The economy is crumbling. No, but like major areas are still fine in comparison to fucking Gaza. That's the point. Okay? And yes, you're not wrong. Also, Israel is so not fine. They fucking got Pat Bev. Okay? Seemingly they're not doing all right. Okay? If this is the best import they got. Bro couldn't even learn Mandarin, dude. God damn.